Welcome back to 33B. When we left off, I was working out how to do this. So this is a process. No, this is a process. I put one in, I get one of those, right? Same with this. I put one in, I get... What is that process? I put in one of these, I get one of those. Alright, so we're going to have to make a couple crafters. How much space do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How close are we to making a crafter? Missing a destruction core. That's a process. No, it's not. Destruction core. It's not a process. It's a pattern. Just like the construction core is a pattern. Alright, so we're going to have to make one on our own. So we need 2 of these. Two of these. One of these. Alright, so we need the construction and the destruction. And then we should be able to make another crafter. So this crafter will go where? It can go anywhere on this line, right? Okay, so I need... What am I missing? Missing 2 basic processors. Of course, I hit the wrong one. So if I put this back up here, 2 basic processors. If I wanted to craft one of these, what am I missing? Everything's available. And so now I've got one. Good. So now processes go here, right? That has to turn the other way. Like that. So those 2 are processors. Now I need some cable. So that's running. So now let's take a look and see if we can build one of these. Good, we can. So now we need to start working out how to build some of this other stuff. So we'll build our one. Wait, what? Machine doesn't accept items. So where do I have to come in from? The top? I don't remember. Okay, so we have to cancel it, try again, and then C, crafting, processing, which means that it went in, but it didn't come back out. And where is the output on a furnace? Okay, so it's not a storage. It's not this, because that's not storage. It's import export bus. So we need a construction core and an improved processor and a cable. Okay, so and then a cable. Can I pull it from here? We will see. Try and craft one again. Okay, so there's one crafted. Now try and craft one more, because it's got to run through this. Processing. It's got them there, but it's not coming out here, because I'm using the wrong one. What does an exporter do? Yep, pushes stuff. We want an importer. We have one. So then stuff should go back into the system. Okay, except that's not right. Oh, I think I just lost all of what I had been putting down. Does it go underneath? cable. Alright, so if we want to put our exporter here, we have two of them now. And in our exporter, say that we want to put coal. You know, I'm going to work through all of the processes to make insanium coal. Uh-oh. We locked up. Oh. Not only we locked up, but we died. Alright, so I'm going to pause right here. Hammer core, code chicken library, and storage drawers. All. I'm not going to pause. We're going to try and go right back in. If it doesn't work, if we can't go right back in, then I'm going to pause and reset the whole system. We'll see. So today we had a crash. Woot woot. Sometimes takes a little bit for the whole thing to show back up. Let's see. Yeah, it may go straight back into another blackout screen, so I may have to start over. May have to reset the whole system. Might even have to go back to a save, which kind of would suck. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to reset. Okay, so we'll be back in a minute. Alright, welcome back. Had to restart. So if I import coal, right? But I don't want to just import coal. I want to make okay, so we know how to make all of these. So if I wanted to do patterns for coal, coal. Really? I wanted to do patterns for coal. All of them. I want to make this coal. I have another crafter I can do this in. I could dedicate just to this. I want to do this coal. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, then we go to this one. Then this one. Then this one. Then this one. Alright, so we put it in a crafter, right? Where do we have room? Do we have room in this one? We do. Okay, so now let's say that I want to put, give me a piece of insanium coil, right? Insanium coal, right? And I want to put insanium in here. Okay, so now if I put this back here, should put insanium in there. Beautiful. Alright, I don't know what the heck's going on with that. That's weird. But okay. And let's say I want 20. Okay, so we start it all up, and as it comes in here, it should go in there. Beautiful, that's exactly what I wanted. Alright, so now we can put that up, we can put that up. I think, but I'm not positive, that if I put these all along here, that these should just allow us space, right? I've got this one filled, right? So another pattern we're going to need is to make patterns. Alright, that one's full. One of these, you know, that this one can be it. Let's make 64 of them. And let them run. So we have one more. Okay, so I have another crafter here. Good. We're going to need to fill this one next. $64 patterns. We don't need all 64 because it can't hold all 64 right now, but okay, so I wanted to get us to a point where we were making the storage things. This is a process, but this is a pattern. Okay, and then the process is here. So the pattern, alright, the process goes here. The pattern we'll throw in this one. So now we should be able to make all of those, right? Beautiful. So what else are we going to need? We're going to need a pattern, not a process, a pattern to make quartz enriched iron this way. We're going to need a pattern to make silicone. We're going to need the pattern to make it this way, in case we need silicone. Then we're going to need patterns to start making. I don't need that anymore. Don't need that anymore. We can make patterns to make everything that we've got here right now, right? So if I said this, it's a pattern to make basic capacitors. That means I don't need it. There's a pattern to make double layer capacitors. I don't need that. Pattern to make triple layer or octadic capacitors. I don't need that. But we may need patterns to make this. Excuse me. Okay, so let's look at this. Energetic alloy, right? We need the pattern to make. We need this pattern, just in case we need to make energetic alloy, and we need the same pattern for vibrant. Just in case we need to make those. Energetic vibrant. So now this is except for the coal dust, but we have, what are we looking at for coal dust? 3.5K of pulverized coal, so not really a big deal right now. At some point we may have to plug a dedicated pulverizer or sag mill into it, but for now we're good with what we have. Really? Why won't this sag mill? Oh, because it needs to be... Alright. Because it needs to be smelted for whatever reason. Can I sag mill this? I sure can. Some draconium, even though we have draconium. Alright, so where were we? Oh, that's right, I was making this stuff, right? So for this, bronze gear. Okay. And then we may have to tell it how to make bronze for the bronze gear. We may have to tell it how to make Invar. Okay, so those four, that gets us that. Right? Yes. All of this was to get us to making these, but let's work on the stuff that silver to make a silver gear. Then electrum to make that. Hardened, any hardened glass. That could be fused quartz, right? We have lots of it. But we could always get more. So Oh, crafting card. That's this. Crafting upgrade. Requires this. It requires 2 crafting tables. And what was that on top? And a construction core. Can I put this in here? I can, but I don't remember how to use it. Do I just put it there and then this will automatically stay? No. How do we use the crafting? There's a way to use the crafting card and I don't remember what it was. We can make it in requester, refined storage crafting upgrade. That's for an Ender IO. Yeah, I don't think that's how I want it. How do I get this to craft these? Oh, hold on. I think that I had it right. You just put it in there, and over time, it will make these. Let's see. Yeah, over time it's making those. Although, wow, hello. All of that to make one. Whew, okay. It's got 35,000 in it. Okay, so let's stop getting ahead of ourselves. Let's go from here. Alright, so I want to make one of these. In order to make one of these, I need one of these. How do I make these? Casting. Crystallized. Is that a... fluid transposition? Okay, how do I make crystallized ingots? Where does crystallizing come from? Okay, crystallized cow. Iridium crystal. Crystallized ingot. Okay, so crystallized recycling. Straight crystallized. Factorizer. Alright, that's the end of 33B. We'll be right back.